How long have you been with?
Close to 3 years now.
Whoa. Wait, why'd you decide that this is it?
There really was no decision. Yeah, I just go with the flow, you know.
It's almost as descriptive as our foodie terms. Yeah, this is great.
I bet she has way more to say.
Welcome back to another episode of J-Bro. We're continuing on where we left off in our last video. And today, we're talking about marriage. Ooh, our content for the last 100 years has been about the single life. But how do we really feel about marriage? Are we ready? Will we ever be? This is a tough one, but we're gonna keep it real. Stay tuned.
Let's go.
There's gonna be a whole nother depth to a love that I have for a woman.
Yeah.
And if I find that,
Yeah.
then why wouldn't I want to get married to that person?
I see.
But the more and more I hear about people's difficulties in marriage, the more I think that I could be more naive. Do I actually have a realistic outlook about it? Covering these very difficult topics makes me realize how important it is to have someone to talk to about these things.
It's very therapeutic, actually.
Therapeutic. And that's where our sponsor comes in, Talkspace.
So Talkspace is an online platform that connects you with a professional therapist. It's very easy to use and affordable.
You answer a few assessment questions. They give you a list of recommended therapists. You pick your personal one, and from there you begin your journey. Mental health awareness actually, I think, is moving in the right direction.
For sure.
It's such a priority. It can pervade every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
So if you're going through anything from family situations to anxiety, panic attacks, concerns about your future, if this message speaks to you at all, and you want an extra pair of ears to listen to and help sort out what you're going through, feel free to click our link in the description and use code JBRO for $100 off. Feeling better starts with a single message.
Alright guys, we're at our fourth spot, which is
Cuban Brazilian, baby.
You have any questions, guys?
why is this place Cuban Brazilian?
Because it's Cuban Brazilian cuisine, Houston.
Is it because the owners are
No, not even.
Okay, I've never seen that combination before.
They do.
I'm a huge foodie, so. Hey, do you guys want to get a beer here? Or do you want to drink somewhere else? Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you want. You're the foodie. Well, I am, yeah, so actually.
Cuban Brazilian beers?
Yeah, so.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I know we're a headache.
No. Take your time.
What are
like,
what are tostones?
those are green plantains. Have you had it? Yeah.
I even I knew that.
Yeah, come on, bro. I'm rusty, man. I had a whole year off. Pandemic.
You know what I was gonna say? Like, you have 5 minutes happy hour starting. I'll grab you another menu.
Oh, you are awesome. Thank you. Oh wow.
Ready?
Yeah, we are ready. Here, allow me.
The foodie guys.
Yeah, the foodie guy. Beef empanada,
Okay.
Cuban sliders,
Yep.
and then I'll have a Stella.
Okay.
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
Can I get a mojito?
Yep.
And I'll get a Modelo.
Especial.
Especial.
Oh! Excuse me, yeah. Señor foodie.
Oh my god, you guys.
Chico.
Sí, sí. Yo soy
Muy bonito. Ah.
tengo muy hambre.
El chicharrón.
El carne primo.
Ah, sí. Right?
Yeah, it's getting chilly.
It's gonna be chilly. Should we go inside?
Need some sunshine.
Soak it up. Oh yeah, it's open.
Hey. You ever just like look at your same story like 100 times? Alright. Feast roast. What's 4? 4 east.
What are these called?
Little Cuban
Tontons.
sliders.
Tontons?
And then these are the
Empanadas.
Empanidas.
Empanadas. J-Bros.
Ah man. Living the life. Living the good life.
First reunion after what? Almost 18 months. Almost a year and a half.
Bro, so let's not talk about girls.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes.
Talk about life.
Let's talk about life.
12 seconds later.
So how many girls have you? Are you guys ready for marriage?
Oh, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
When do you think you're gonna get married, dude? Me? Yeah. You've been dating the longest here. How long have you been dating? Close to 3 years now.
Whoa. So
It's been a long time, yeah.
you were dating in the last video.
Yeah, that was like the very beginning.
This is a monogamous whole part.
Yeah. Obviously,
Very
you were
basic.
staying in shape because otherwise she would have left you.
Right out. Yeah.
It's still down. So you guys already talked about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I asked her, like, you know, as far as like logistics, what makes the most sense is, you know, residency, pretty busy first year, plus the whole pandemic,
Right.
hard to invite people and plan. So
Well, also a lot of the wedding venues are booked.
exactly, they're all booked.
I was gonna get married myself last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of the venues were just booked. So I didn't
Pan out. So that
ended it.
That was the only reason why I ended it. Yeah, I don't know about talking about marriage. Let's talk about like bachelor parties.
Wait, why'd you decide that this is it?
There really was no decision. It's kind of
Happened natural?
You just happen. Yeah, you just feel it out.
I see.
Yeah, I just go with the flow. You know.
It's almost as descriptive as our foodie terms.
I bet she has way more to say. It's
This
like,
is so fire.
it's like on this day when he did this for me, and I was just like, what's your stance on marriage?
I do see myself getting married at some point.
Do you have an age in mind?
Ideal
No, I
age.
don't. See, I think that's where it may be different from my parents. I don't feel the need to get married that quickly.
Your parents looking for that grandchildren.
I feel like I've seen one too many, especially in my profession, like
Yeah.
early marriages, work
Yeah.
picks up, they're all different. I don't want to go through that problem.
But is it because you don't want to settle down per se? Or
Yeah, I just don't see myself in that married life right now.
yeah.
I really don't.
You've had a long relationship, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was 3 years long, but
Yeah.
certainly over 2 years.
You realized at that point, like, oh, maybe
Not ready yet.
not ready yet.
I just feel like there's no rush.
That's
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm
You
at.
know, as a guy, you don't have that biological clock. I don't think those considerations.
But your girl does.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think that's the pressure that guys feel.
Yeah.
The girlfriends like start like asking you
When they're at that
what's
age.
next.
Right. How about you? Marriage in the work?
No. Just take it one day at a time.
I mean,
You think you're gonna want that freedom when you're like 50 years old though?
At 50, I'm sure it's gonna be a different story, but I'm 31.
I think
What
that's
if
fair.
what if you're with her for 4 years and then she's still like, what are you doing?
Well, if that's the case, then most likely I'll be like if I'm with someone for 4 or 5 years, it means like she's compatible enough.
Yeah. Kind of like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go one with the flow, and then you
Yeah,
got to a point
exactly.
where you're like, hey, I actually
I
can
felt
see
like-
myself
yeah,
with
yeah.
this person long term.
I felt
Yeah.
like you weren't
Because
compatible.
otherwise,
Yeah, I think these two kind of go together, hand in hand.
Things
Two
probably-
perspectives.
Things would have ended much earlier if I didn't think we were compatible.
yeah. But it does suck for the girls saying if the guy he had no intention, like zero intention. What about you? So serious.
No,
He's about to pass out.
he almost fainted at the thought of answering this. Monogamy?
I don't have kids. I think I'll feel more pressure when everybody else has kids.
That's like years from now.
I don't think so. I think he's gonna get married within 5 years. He'll probably get married within 5 years. You'll probably get married within 5 years. Maybe 10 years.
10 years. 10 years.
No, but you also didn't think that you're gonna be in a relationship. I wonder how many married people are happy though.
That's kind of what I was getting at earlier. I mean, I've seen so many. You have to be in a spot. I think I'm not gonna be married or have kids unless I'm financially extremely stable.
Yeah.
So many marriages, raising little kids.
Yeah. What about marriage without kids?
I don't think for me, marriage and kids are necessarily hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
I don't necessarily think so.
Oh, really?
I can see myself.
So you could have
I think so.
be a single daddy.
I'm gonna be a daddy. I want to be a daddy, but not a daddy. You know?
Zaddy.
Yeah, I'll be a zaddy. Yeah.
Like kids, that's another level.
That is another level. That's a whole nother consideration.
Yeah, that's after marriage.
That's what you have to deal with.
Maybe just a couple dogs. A couple dogs and call it a day.
We didn't really address it in the vlog, What's your perspective on marriage, John?
I want to get married. I want to have kids too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a natural sequence of events.
What does marriage entail in your mind?
It's a lifelong commitment to a partner, and then you spend the rest of the rest of your life shackled.
Oh,
kidding. No. If you find the one, it only makes sense. It's like the culmination of your relationship, isn't it?
but think about it. This is a lifelong commitment to one person. That's not me.
Well, thank God.
What?
I think the reason that you being more skeptical about marriage, you haven't found someone that you would want to marry.
How do you know that?
You know what it's like? When I think about my relationship with my mom, for example, I would do anything. There's no condition attached to what I would do for my mom.
Yeah.
And if I meet someone who I have the same love for, then why wouldn't I want to spend my life with her?
Wait. There's only one mom, but there's literally trillions of people.
You're not going to get married to a trillion people. So it's not the perfect analogy.
Yeah.
But there's a certain way that I feel about my mom.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Right? And I don't think I've fallen in love with someone in the same way. But I think if I do, and I don't even think about like, oh, it's a sacrifice for me to give up my time to spend time with this person. There's going to be a whole another depth to a love that I have for a woman.
Yeah.
And if I find that, then why wouldn't I want to get married to that person? Do you think that people who get married don't have that?
No. People who get into marriage have exactly that. It's just some people have hard time maintaining.
Oh, why?
Someone that you loved as a boyfriend or girlfriend might not be someone you will continue loving as a husband or wife, just because you two go into sort of different paths, or you don't see eye to eye on things.
I see.
In the long term. But those are things that you should, as a wise person, try to figure out before you tie the knot, right?
I used to think that marriage was just a glorified pinnacle of relationship. I think that's still what people want it to be. But the more and more I hear about people's difficulties in marriage, the more I think that I could be more naive. So am I pursuing something blindfolded, or do I actually have a realistic outlook about it?
I think you have a holistic view of the romantic side, but there's also the practical side and the reality.
So why do some people not want to get married? You're not itching to get married. Why is that the case?
Well, I think I'm not selfless. That's my number one thing. I think I won't be able to give myself to my partner in a 50-50 way at this moment in my life. I feel like I would take more than what I can give.
And you would expect that from yourself?
I expect myself to give just as much, if not more, love and my time and my effort and everything to that person.
What if you could imagine your life with no one else?
Even then, I think I'm at a point in life where I can't be selfless. But maybe I can develop with that person to get to that point.
So when will you be able to?
When the time is right, I guess. God.
What is your guys' opinion on marriage?
And comment below if you think John is for marriage. Any final words?
Jason and I are getting married. This is all a facade. We're getting married next Wednesday.
We're coming out.
Look forward to J Bro Married, new channel.
Yes, and we'll see you in LA.
Oh snap! See you guys there.
Let's go.